YouTube? Josh here today, and we're going to get started on building the exhaust for the truck. I'm going to try and do more, action shots in this video instead of so much of me doing stuff off camera and then picking up the camera and being like, this is what I did. So, I'm going to try that. If you watched the last video, I said I'd been working on some other side projects. This is one of my side projects. It's an old Mazda dealership sign. I got it mounted and wired. It had LEDs built into it because it was a sign out on the road, but you know, it looks pretty good, I think. So first I'm gonna cut the exhaust off, the existing exhaust off the truck, and then we're going to get started on building the crossover pipe from the left bank of cylinders to the right bank of cylinders for the turbo. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Somebody put a rub these. Alright, exhaust is out. Got the front half still up underneath the truck, back half here, and yeah. Now we can crawl underneath the truck and see what's up. I need to actually cut a couple of pieces up of my exhaust tubing so that I can start routing, attempting to route the exhaust and see where that goes. So let me go ahead and get that going, and then I'll meet you back up underneath the truck. Alright, got my first cut here, a little 45 down. It actually turned out better than I thought it was going to with the chop saw. Had to clean up the edges, but nice clean cut so far. Let's see if, I kind of need to be on the other side of the truck. Push this forward and just deal with it, because I don't want to have to, that side's really hard to get underneath with the all the stuff over there on that side. So let's see if this is going to clear the edge of the oh, it's really dark in here. You can't hardly see anything. Let me grab my flash, my drop light. Let's throw this bad boy up here. There we go. Now we can see stuff. Okay. So the goal is to get this to clear this edge right here. Since this is an early 4080E, it's got some different flanging on it, and it doesn't, the bolts don't line up all the same as a later one and stuff. And of course the 6.0 has a later trans on it, but let's see if we do something like that. That should work. Yeah, well, it doesn't fit. Is it supposed to fit in that? I believe it is, and I think it's gotten smashed a little bit because it wouldn't do the last little bit of cut. So, yeah, that should work nicely. Come down, and then I'll have it 45 back towards us to go underneath the trans right here. That way it's not the lowest thing on the truck, so I don't have to worry about issues with it being super low. So yeah. Whoa, hey, look, there's a nut right here. Probably doesn't need to be here. No telling where that, oh, I know what that is. That's something that I was looking for the other day. Damn. Alright, cool. Found something that doesn't need to get caught underneath the tire and pop it. So let me need to pull that flange off, and I'm gonna beat this back round because it looks like it's not quite round anymore, and tack weld it into that so I can continue building the exhaust. Alright, be right back.
got the first piece of exhaust tacked up. It's just loosely on there, so I can wiggle it around. That's a it's funny, that's about the exact length I need for that, and I went ahead and grabbed the other piece that I cut. It's got the other half of the 45 on it, and it's gonna go something like this maybe. So mark this and cut it at the same time. So I need both hands, and I can't get both hands up underneath here, so let me alrighty. And this bad boy needs to be cut like something like, cause it's going 45, so something like right here. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, my camera's about to go dead, but there's the start of the crossover. I'm gonna have some gaps to fill on the pipes because the mandrel bends in these are not even, so the pipe changes size. So that's gonna be fun to do. But anyways, I'm gonna go charge my camera and continue with this, and then hopefully the next time you see it, it'll be close to being done. Alright. Alright, we're back on another day. So last night I finished getting the crossover pipe kind of fabbed up, and this is what I ended up with. So the cheap pipes that I bought don't exactly, they're all a whole bunch of different sizes, so I got a whole bunch of gaps and stuff to fill. Plus I don't have a bandsaw, but shouldn't be too bad to do. I'm probably going to whatchamacallit, time lapse it. That way there's stuff of me welding. But first, before I do any of this, I'm going to practice welding on some scrap pieces that I've got, because I need to make sure that these look good and they hold up, even though I've got gaps and stuff. So I'm going to practice on filling in some gaps and stuff like that, and where I've blown holes through it. But so yeah, let me go ahead and get started on that, and then when we come back, I should be welding this thing up. Cool. Well, BoobTube, here's the final product of my first TIG weld adventure. Clearly it's not perfect looking at it, but as I went along I got much better. Like, this was the first one that I fully welded, then that one, then I came over here and did this one, then this one. That's a bad spot. Let me pull it over. See, it does look better. Then I came over here, like, it actually starts to look pretty decent once I got pretty far along. And this is the only first piece that I've ever done that's got stainless involved on it. But let's go throw this on the truck and make sure that it still fits.
now that it's all welded together in one piece and solid. So, if this doesn't line up, your boy's gonna be very upset. And then, once that's all done, then I have to figure out where I'm gonna put the wastegate at. I think it's gonna go on over here on this side, but alright, I went back and watched that clip right there, and I realized about once I climbed underneath the truck, y'all couldn't see anything. So I decided to come back underneath here and show you with my flashlight so you can have a good idea of what it looks like. So there's where nice gap between the exhaust and the frame rail there. Comes underneath, misses the oil drain plug, and then comes over onto this side. Goes up, and I actually put the V-band on, that way I can put a spot where the wastegate will go. I'm hoping that it's going to go. Let me get a free hand from holding the flashlight here. Swap hands with the camera. I'm hoping it's going to go somewhere right here, and it's going to go up and that way towards the huge exhaust up there, coming out the back of the turbo housing. So that's next. Is going to be the turbo housing exhaust, and then once that's done, then the exhaust is done on the truck minus the wastegate and stuff. So I need to get motoring, man. I need parts to show up. I'm getting to the point to where I'm gonna start twiddling my thumbs. I'm getting caught up on everything. So let's jump up top and look at it from up above. All right. So here's the V-band for the wastegate. Thought process is for it to, I can't even reach it honestly from up here, for it to come off right there, past the V-band and come up. So that should work out just fine. I'll have to crawl into the truck to actually get that. So with that, that's the crossover pipe for the exhaust done. That's my first and my biggest undertaking for TIG welding. So I feel like it turned out pretty good. I don't think it's gonna crack or explode or anything like that on me. So it's gonna be exciting to see how it holds up after you know, no telling how many heat cycles and so on and so forth. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here, and until next time, deuces.